compete in a whole different league, they ain't never catching me. I'm the only one to be calling shots for the team. If I want it, I'ma get it, there ain't nothing stopping me. Put my own money in, I don't own nobody's shit. Every week dropping hits, I don't never gotta miss. Put myself on the line, I'ma always take the risk. When it come down to it, I ain't never call it quits. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me. Cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me.
You just hate for your enjoyment. I won't quit, no unemployment. Flow above, I'm just so buoyant. Yeah. You think that you're doing damage, I use pain to my advantage. Michael Scott, just watch me manage. Yeah. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. Don't clock in, I don't count hours. I won't leave, won't hit the showers. Won't stop till I get my flowers. Yeah. Hate or doubt, don't know what's cuter. Count me out, you need a tutor. Won't shut down, I'm no computer. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. A battle cry for the nights that really I could have died. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Every time that I ever broke down and I cried. Ayo, ayo, ayo. To the people who try to make me run, make me hide. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Told me that they love me, but in the end they lied. Ayo, ayo, ayo. I gotta push forward, I'm never hitting reverse. Ayo, ayo, ayo. To the woman who led me, I've never seen her since birth. Ayo, ayo, ayo. To the people who told me I'm stupid and I was dumb. Ayo, ayo, ayo. And to those who told me what I would never become. Ayo, ayo, ayo. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? I am the driver, I am a rider. Guess you can hate me, not my concern. I'm a survivor, I'm like MacGyver. I'm gonna make it, when will they learn? Right when you doubt me, move on without me. That is the moment that I return. Making paper like Michael, I'm feeling like a boss. Never took a break, not Rachel and Ross. They've been too biased, they can get crossed. 815, now it's time to get lost. Henny in your system, a system like Dennis. Yes, I found a lane like my last name Bennis. Going Bill 9, so they can deny. Yes, I've been cooking in a lab like a chemist. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah. A legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to go, just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. Just sit back, enjoy the show. Show, 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 show. Just sit back, enjoy. And I ain't got shame, that's just me being frank. I invested in myself like a shark, no tank. I made it through the weeds like Nancy, no dank. To the day I get a Grammy saying who I wanna thank. If y'all ain't talking dope, then y'all ain't saying nothing like Maggie. Redefining hip-hop, the tracks are still swaggy. Thought I cooled off, thought you had me, but my lines burn after reading like Bradley. Hate it or love it, but I won't stop till the day that I reach the top. Oh yeah, a legend is what I'll be. I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. I don't care what you have to say, everything is gonna be okay. Yo, if y'all ain't got nowhere to
Motherfucker.
Hold on, I hope y'all watching this shit.
First round, real quick.
People that are in those training rooms with him know how good
Because he just knocks dudes out real quick in the first round.
Yeah, but now we're gonna get a good. I might fuck with this guy. He just, to me, I thought he was a con artist.
No,
just based off his look.
They're edge. Holy shit! What the hell just happened?
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, October 13th, 2021. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Almost through this work week. Had a couple big baseball games last night. The Astros defeat the White Sox to move on to the American League Championship Series against the Boston Red Sox. The Braves defeat the Brewers last night. And the Dodgers defeated the Giants last night, tie that series up 2-2. We'll have a game 5 tomorrow night at 9. All right, let's all right, before we get started, got a big show today. We're gonna go through the UFC fight night, Ladd versus Dumont. We're gonna go through the whole card, prelims and main card, do our preview and predictions for that. We'll talk about the baseball playoffs. We'll talk some, maybe getting some NFL and college football as well. Probably talk about tomorrow's Thursday night games a little bit. But first, don't forget we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Both those shows are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come join us for those. Also, follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about our shows. We post our daily picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, on there as well. So go follow us on social media so you don't miss when anything's going on. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Have a lot of different t-shirts on there, hoodies, hats, beanies. New shirt just dropped on Monday. Go check it out. We also have a donation page at that same link. If you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow, we'd appreciate that as well. You can find that link in the video description, or it's also going across the screen on the screen of the ticker. Don't forget, tomorrow, Thursday, there's been a time change. Instead of 5:30, it's going to be at 4 p.m. tomorrow. We will have DCCW, one of the DCCW owners and a wrestler, the ladies' man Mike King, live in studio. He's been in the wrestling business for 16, 17 years. He's a smart dude. Knows a lot. It's should be a great interview tomorrow. But don't forget, like I said, the time has changed to 4 p.m. And then on Friday we have another guest going to be here live in studio at 1 p.m. Eastern, live on GSR. We're going to have Khan, the director of Hollywood House. This dude's a successful podcast host. He's also great at what he does as a wrestling manager. I love his work. I think he does an awesome job as a manager. I think that's a part of wrestling that's missing. So it's good to see some talent coming up in that way. But he'll be live tomorrow at 1 p.m., so make sure you join us for that. Check out our YouTube page. We have a lot of content on there. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit those like buttons, follow buttons. We appreciate all the support we've been getting. All right, let's jump into some sports. MLB playoffs. There is no game tonight. Tomorrow night you have the Dodgers at the Giants. The Dodgers. The Dodgers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 106 money line. Giants are minus 110 money line. So this game is basically a pick 'em. Over-under is at 7. You're going to have Urias on the mound for the Dodgers, Webb on the mound for the Giants. Webb pitched a real good game back in game 1 of this series. That's going to be a fun game, just like the last few games have been. I'm gonna lean toward the Giants here to get this done. Their defense is just unbelievable, and I think that's gonna be the difference. Plus, they're back at home. Their offense can get going. I like the Giants here at the minus 110 on the money line. You could take them at plus 1.5, but you're not getting very good. Not getting real good odds. You're getting at minus 192 juice. That's just that's not, yeah. I'd go I like the Giants on the money line. I like the under the 7. I think it's going to be a low scoring game. On Friday, the American League Championship Series will start, and that's the Boston Red Sox against the Houston Astros. They haven't announced their starting pitchers yet. Right now on the money line, you have the Astros as at minus 152. And then you have the Red Sox is at plus 128. That series is tied. The Giants and Dodgers series tied 2-2. And like I said, winner go home tomorrow night. Friday, you have the Red Sox Houston game 1. All right. NFL tomorrow night. There is no game tonight, but we have the Buccaneers at the Eagles tomorrow. Right now, the Tampa Bay Bucks are at 7-point favorites. Minus 290 on the money line. The Eagles are plus 225 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 52.5. I like the Bucks here. I think their offense is getting back in rhythm. They're saying that the thumb injury on to Brady isn't serious, so they expect him to play and be fine. He's played with little injuries on his hands before, so I'm not worried about that. But I like the Bucks here at 7. If you do like the Bucks, I'd get them now in case this goes up to 7.5 or 8. Or you could wait and you might get lucky and it might go down. I don't see a lot of money coming in on the Eagles against the Bucks. So I can see this number going up as the week goes on instead of down. No, excuse me. Let's see, in college football, there is no game tonight. Tomorrow you have Memphis at Navy. I like Memphis in that game. Memphis is 10.5-point favorites. Over-under for that game is at 55.5. Only live sports we have tonight is NBA preseason and NHL hockey. As NHL regular season just started. But them are the only things that we have live tonight. In the hockey tonight, let's see what we have tonight. Tonight in hockey, you have the Montreal Canadiens at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 178 money line. The Canadians are plus 150 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6. Then you have the. I lean toward the Maple Leafs here at home. At the minus 178 on the money line. Last night the Golden Knights defeated the new expansion team Kraken 4-3. All right. Next game tonight in hockey, you have the Rangers at the Capitals. Capitals are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 108 money line. Rangers are minus 108 money line. This game's basically a pick 'em. Over unders at 6.5. I lean toward the Capitals because they're at home, and these teams are so close, but just because they're at home and have that little bit of advantage, I would lean toward the Capitals. Then tonight at 10, you have the Winnipeg Jets against the Anaheim Ducks. The Jets are minus 1.5 on the run line or puck line, minus 142 money line. The Ducks are plus 120 on the money line. I think I would ride with the Ducks here as home dogs. Then you also have the Blackhawks at the Colorado Avalanche tonight. Avalanche are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 198 money line. Blackhawks are plus 166 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 6.5. I like Colorado here. They have too much speed, and just I think they're the better team. Minus 198 on the money line. I like the Avalanche here on the money line. And then the last game tonight, you have the Vancouver Canucks against the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 200 money line. The Canucks are plus 168 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6.5. I would lean toward Edmonton here just because they're at home. All right, that's all the live sports for tonight other than NBA preseason. MLB will be back on tomorrow. NFL's on tomorrow. College football is all on tomorrow. So sports will pick up on Thursday heading into the weekend. We got a big weekend of sports. You got a UFC fight night Saturday. Prelims for it start at 4. Main card will start at 7. And then there's also a Bellator this weekend. That starts at prelims for that start at 7. Main card starts at 10. Plus, you have a full slate of college football on Saturday. We're going to have some playoff baseball, it looks like, on Saturday. We have NFL all day Sunday. So tomorrow really starts the kickoff of when the week in sports start picking up. Okay, we're going to take a short break, then we're going to come back and we're going to jump into the UFC prelims for the Ladd versus Beaumont UFC Fight Night card this Saturday. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back here in just a few.
Chris's back is messed up.
I was so
I didn't go down there. I ain't going down there, bro.
I just haven't bought into all the Jake Paul hype yet. I think he's a good boxer. Do I think he's a high level? It could compete with like professional boxers? No. Has he fought? Has he fought a pure striker or a pure boxer where he could prove that he can box with at a pro level? Not yet. Tyron Woodley's going to be the best striker he's fought. Tyron Woodley ain't a boxer, but Tyron Woodley's going to be the best pure striker that Woodley's fought so far. He fought an NBA player that was coming in with his head down and not even looking where he was throwing. Then he fought Ben Askren. I'm a big Ben Askren fan. Ben Askren ain't known for his striking. I don't know why Ben Askren even thought he was going to get there and box. Ben Askren beat people by taking them down, holding them down, and pounding them somewhere they're on the ground. He wasn't known at all for his striking ability on his feet. Yeah, you can't take it away from him. Jake Paul, he's looked good in them fights. I think Woodley's going to be the toughest fight he's had so far, just because I think Woodley's the best striker he's fought. But I'd like to see him fight a boxer. You don't even have to be a top-level boxer yet. Fight a mid-level boxer everybody knows. See how it goes. If it goes good, move up in competition. But I'm not saying jump in against like Floyd Mayweather or somebody like that. Your first time fighting a professional boxer. You don't have to do that, but just fight somebody that's a boxer, not an NBA player, not a wrestler. Now you're fighting an MMA guy that, hey, can strike. I think Woodley's going to knock Paul's head off. I think Woodley is going to have too much power for him. I think Woodley has enough striking that he's going to be able to compete with him. I don't think Jake Paul's going to beat Woodley, but I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in seeing it on it's next Sunday night. Coon Dog's in the house. Just the Coon Dog have another trick up his sleeve like he did earlier.
He always does. Why his son's in a tux?
What is going on here? All right, welcome back to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. Hope everybody's having a good week. Getting closer to the weekend. Going to have a big action-packed weekend of sports if you're a sports fan. Basically starting tomorrow. Tomorrow you have Dodgers Giants Game 5 to see who moves on to play the Braves in the National League Championship Series. You also have NFL football tomorrow. Bucks against the Eagles for Thursday night football. You have hockey is back up, regular season full swing, and also you have college football game tomorrow. I believe it was Memphis against Navy. So got a lot going. If you're a sports fan, got a lot going on this weekend. But all right, let's jump into get ready to talk some UFC. This weekend, let's see, on Saturday, I wrote down the time, so I'll make sure I'm right. On Saturday, you have UFC Fight Night Ladd versus Dumont. Prelims start at 4. Main card starts at 7, excuse me. You have a Bellator 268, Nemkov versus Anglikas. Ryan Bader's on that card. It's actually a pretty good Bellator card. Prelims for that start at 7. Main card starts at 10. We will be live Saturday for both of those with the live watch along and reaction. I would say we'll probably be live around 3:30 on Saturday. I'll put out information later on our social media pages on what time that we will be live, but we will be live Saturday for live watch along of the fights. All right, let's jump into the UFC prelims for this lad versus Dumont. First fight on the prelims, we have Estela Nunes against Ariane Carnelossi. Carnelossi is a minus 164 favorite. Nunes is a plus 134 underdog. Nunes is 7-1. She has 2 wins by knockout. She's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. She won her last fight by unanimous decision. She's 4-1 over her last 5. She has a good jab, good Muay Thai, real quick, has good speed. Doesn't have great power, but doesn't have like knockout power, but has good speed, good at getting in and out. Carnelossi is 13-2. She won her last fight by a TKO win over Na Liang. She has 9 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission. She's 4-1 in her last 5. She has good clinch striking, good forward pressure. She has pretty good power. I like Carnelossi in this fight. I think her forward, just her pressure on her feet and her striking is going to be a little too much for Nunes. I like Carnelossi here at the minus 164 in the money line. All right. Next fight we have is Brandon Davis against Dana Baggeril. Davis is a plus 152 underdog. Baggeril is a minus 188 favorite. Baggeril, this is a fight at 145. Baggeril is 9-2. Has good striking, good cardio, good power. He has 5 wins by knockout or TKO, 2 wins by submission. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He won his last fight by TKO over Kevin Nativad. Davis is 14-8. He has 4 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission. He's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. He's on a 4-fight win streak. He has good striking. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He won his last fight by TKO over Josh Huber. He's 2-5 in the UFC. But he's fought some tough fights in the UFC. And if I remember right, he had to sit out some because of a ASADA violation. I think he got suspended for a little while, but I like Batgirl here at minus 188 on the money line. I think his forward pressure, his power, I could see Batgirl knocking him out, but I just think his power and his forward pressure and his cardio are going to be, his fight pace is going to be too much for Davis. All right, next fight is Ludovic Klein against Nate Landwehr. Klein is a minus 340 favorite. Landwehr is a plus 260 underdog. This is a fight at 145. Landwehr is 14-4. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He lost his last fight by TKO to Arosa. He has 8 wins by knockout. He's been knocked out twice. He has decent takedown defense, but he did hold Darren Elkins to being 1-13 on takedown attempts. So I mean, that's pretty impressive. But Klein is 17-3. He has good striking, good head kicks, decent wrestling. He has 8 wins by knockout or TKO, 8 wins by submission. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He lost his last fight by decision versus Trezano. I watched that fight. I thought Klein won the fight. I thought Klein should have had a 10-8 round the first round and then won the third round, but they gave it to Trezano. Klein had 4 takedowns in his last fight. I think Klein's going to be a little too much for Landwehr. I think Klein's going to be able to get him on the ground. I think Landwehr's on it. If this fight stays on their feet, Landwehr he has a better chance. But if he gets on the ground, I think it's going to be trouble. I think Klein's going to knock him out. I think Klein's just a better fighter here, well balanced, with his head kicks and his striking. I think he's going to end up knocking him out. So Klein's 340 on the money line. Let's see if they'll let me. Last night they didn't have none of the prop bets up yet. Let me see if they're up today where I can. Nope. All they have right now on FanDuel is the money line bets. I would take this fight. I like Klein to win by TKO or knockout. I can't look up to see what the odds of that would be yet. As of right now, for some reason, all I'm getting is the money line. But I like Klein by TKO or KO in this fight. All right, next fight is going to be a good one as well. I'm trying to. Well, is it on here? I know the fight got changed some because of it's not that one. It's Carolina and Eubanks. I don't think that fight's on here for some reason. It was last night, but anyway, next fight's going to be Eubanks against Carolina. It's at 125. Sarge Eubanks is 7-6, has great takedowns. She's big at 125. She has 3 wins by knockout, TKO, 3-2 in her last 5. She won her last fight by TKO over Elise Reed. Carolina is 7-2, 2 wins by knockout, TKO. She won her last fight by split decision. She's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. She has good Muay Thai. She has 1 win by submission. I like Eubanks here. I think Eubanks is striking and then striking into her wrestling, and her ground and pound is just going to be too much for Carolina. Only thing that worries me here a little bit is Eubanks' age, but I think Carolina. I think Eubanks is going to be too much for her, even that being 36. All right, next fight on the prelims we have Danny Roberts versus Ramazan Amev. Roberts is plus 220. Amev is minus 280. Roberts is 17-5. He has 8 wins by knockout or TKO, 5 wins by submission. His cardio can be a question. He's good at distance. If he can keep that distance on striking, he's good at striking from distance. Not great at striking from the clinch. He's 6-4 in the UFC. He has won 2 Fight Night awards. So, I mean, it's usually all or nothing with this dude. He's 3-2 in his last 5. Doesn't have very good takedown defense. Amev is 20-4. He has good wrestling, decent striking, a 2-inch reach advantage. He has 3 wins by knockout or TKO, 7 wins by submission. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He won his last fight by decision. The only thing you have to worry about with Amev, which with actually both these guys, is cardio can be a question. Sometimes Amev will control the first 2 rounds with wrestling, and then the 3rd round he's a little tired and he'll try to strike, and he can get himself in trouble sometimes. I like Amev in this fight, though. I think Amev's probably going to win by submission. I think, or maybe either TKO, KO, or submission. I think he's going to be able to take him down and control this fight. Then our featured bout of the prelims for UFC Fight Night Lad versus Dumont is Andrew Sanchez against Bruno Silva. This is gonna be a fun fight. Should be a real good fight. Both these guys are pretty exciting to watch. Sanchez is a plus 134 underdog. You have Silva at the minus 164 favorite. Sanchez is 13-6. He has good wrestling, good karate. He did lose his last fight by TKO to Muradov. He has 7 wins by knockout or TKO, 2 wins by submission. He's 3-2 in his last 5. His cardio can be a question in the 3rd round. Silva's 20-6. He was out 2 years for a USADA violation. He has 17 wins by knockout or TKO. He does have 5 losses by submission. He has good striking, great pressure on his feet. He's 5-0 his last 5. Won his last fight by TKO over Wellington Turner. His cardio can be a question, though. If Sanchez can use his wrestling and doesn't run out of gas in the third round, he could have a chance. I think Silva's going to end up probably knocking him out. I just think Silva has a little too much power. But the big key in this fight is going to be, can Silva's takedown defense hold up against Sanchez's wrestling? I like Bruno Silva here as a minus 164 favorite over Andrew Sanchez. All right, that is all the UFC prelims for this Saturday for the UFC Fight Night Lad versus Dumont. Don't forget, we will be live with a live watch along and reaction to the UFC Fight Night on Saturday. Prelims start at 4. Main card starts at 7. I'll put out the exact time we're going to be live on our social media later this evening. I would say it will probably be live right around 3:30. But all right, let's get ready to jump over to the main card. Got some good fights on this main card. This whole card actually should be pretty good. I know there's not a whole lot of big name people on here, or fighters on here, I should say, but there's a lot of interesting matchups and some good up and coming people fighters. All right, let's get ready for the first fight on the main card Saturday night for UFC Fight Night Lad versus Dumont is Julian Marquez against Jordan Wright. Wright is a plus 198 underdog. Marquez is a minus 250 favorite. This is a fight at 185. Marquez is 31 years old. He's 9-2. He has decent grappling, good cardio. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He won his last fight by submission over Sam Alvey. All 9 of his wins are by finish. He has 6 wins by knockout or TKO and 3 wins by submission. Wright is 30 years old. He's 12-1, 3-1 with one no contest in his last 5. He won his last fight by TKO over Jamie Pickett. He's going to have a 5-inch reach advantage in this fight. He has 7 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission. He's been knocked out once. Leaves his head out. Not great defense striking. Not great. Doesn't have great striking defense. I like Marquez here. I think, like I said, I'd probably see what you can get like a double chance and stuff for, because minus 250 is a little steeper. But I like Marquez to win this fight over Wright. I think Marquez is striking. I think he'll be able to strike to get to his wrestling, and that's gave Jordan Wright trouble in the past. And I see him having trouble with that again in this fight. Our second fight of the main card, we have Manon Fiorot against Mayra Beno Silva. Sorry. Mayra Beno Silva. Fiorot is 31. This is a fight at 125. She's 7-1. She's has a real technical striking. She has good kicks. Won her last fight by knockout over Ricci. She has good, like I said, she's a great striker. She has 6 wins by knockout. She's 5-0 in her last 5. She has good footwork and combinations. Bruno Silva ain't no slouch herself, though. She's 7-1. She has 1 win by knockout, 5 wins by submission. She has good jiu-jitsu. She's gonna have a 1.5 reach advantage in this fight. She lost. Her last fight, she won by majority draw versus La Rosa. She lost a point due to a fence grab in that fight. I think Silva's going to need to get this fight to the ground to win. And I think for her to win, she needs to get this fight to the ground. I don't think her striking's going to be able to keep up with Fiorot's striking. I like Fiorot here to win this fight. Okay, let's move on. Next fight, we have Jim Miller. Yes, Jim Miller is still fighting. That's crazy to me, too. Against Eric Gonzalez. That explains where Eric has been these last few days. But anyway, Gonzalez is a plus 180 underdog. Miller is a minus 225 favorite. Miller is 32-16. He's 2-3 in his last 5. He lost his last fight by unanimous decision to Selecki. He has 4 wins by knockout, 18 wins by submission. The question is, Miller's at 38. Does he still have the cardio he used to have to use his wrestling and striking together and not wear out? That's going to be the big question in this fight. Gonzalez is 14-5. He has good striking. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He's going to have a 3-inch reach advantage in this fight. 8 wins by KO or TKO. But he has 2 losses by submission. This is his UFC debut. He rushes forward a lot. He has poor takedown defense and poor wrestling. I think Gonzalez's only chances if he can keep this fight on his feet. I think Miller is going to be able to take this fight to the ground. I like Miller here at the minus 225. And then in the co-main event of the evening, we have another guy that's been around forever. In Andrei Arlovsky. He's fighting Carlos Felipe. Arlovsky's at minus 108 on the money line. Felipe's minus 112 on the money line. They have this fight almost as a pick 'em. Arlovsky's 32-10. This is a heavyweight fight, by the way. He's has 17 wins by knockout. He has good cardio. He won his last fight by decision. Arlovsky's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage in this fight. He has 3 wins by submission. 3-2 in his last 5. Arlovsky has been knocked out 11 times in his career. Felipe is 11-1. 6 wins by knockout. Good striking, good cardio, but poor grappling and takedown defense. 4-1 in the last 5. One last fight by split decision over Jake Collier. Has good forward pressure on his feet. I think it's going to be a close fight. I could see Arlovsky pulling this fight out, but I'm just not sure what does Arlovsky have left at 42 years old. I could see him winning. I could see him winning this fight, but I also see Felipe just being too much for him and maybe even knocking him out. But if Arlovsky can get this fight to the ground, it could change a lot. But I like Felipe here at minus 112 on the money line. And then in the main event of the evening, you have Aspen Ladd against Norma Dumont. Holly Holm had to back out, so Ladd is stepping in. Ladd is 9-1, has good wrestling, good ground and pound. She has 6 wins by knockout, 1 win by submission. She's 4-1 in her last 5. She won her last fight by TKO over Kunsakaya. But she fought, that was 2 weeks ago, So this is going to be her second weight cut in just a couple weeks. That scares me a little bit. Is this too quick of a turnaround in only 2 weeks? How does that affect her body? We will see. Dumont has 6-1. She's a good striker. 2 wins by submission, 4-1 in her last 5. She won her last fight by split decision over Felicia Spencer. She has good striking. Her takedown defense is questionable. That's where I think, even with her being a little bit bigger fighter, I think that's going to be trouble for her against Ladd, is her takedown defense. Ladd has great ground and pound. If she gets you down, she has great ground and pound. There's a good chance that Ladd can win this fight by finish. Only thing that scares me off Ladd just a tad is, like I said, she fought 2 weeks ago. Had a rough weight cut for that. Now making another rough weight cut in just a couple weeks. That can be hard. That's hard on your body. But I like Ladd here at the minus 144 on the money line over Norma Dumont in the main event. All right, that's all the fights on this week's card, or this weekend's card for UFC Fight Night, Ladd versus Dumont. Don't forget, we will be live Saturday with a live watch along and reaction to UFC Fight Night, Ladd versus Dumont. We'll be live probably right around 3:30. I'll put more information on our social media, up on our social media about that here later today. There's also a Bellator on Saturday night. Bellator 268. Nemikov, the champion, puts his title on the line against Anglicus. You also have Ryan Bader on that card. It's actually should be a real good card. Prelims start at 7 for that. Main card starts at 10. We will also be live with a live watch along for that. I'll have a preview and predictions for the Bellator fights. We will have that for we'll go over that tomorrow on Easy Money, a sports betting show. But okay. That's not what I wanted to do, I don't think. But all right. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we're live every Monday, we're live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with Easy Money and Sports Betting Show. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. It's also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come join us for that. It's always entertaining. Usually there's some more guys in here with me. And we're going back and forth over different topics. Also, be on the lookout. Our new podcast, GWR Gonzo's Wrestling Room. It's going to be a pretty good explanatory. It's going to be a wrestling podcast. We'll cover a lot. We're going to cover independent pro wrestling. We'll talk about WWE, AEW, NXT, all that stuff. So make sure you join us for that. Check our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. We have a lot of available items on there. A new shirt just dropped on Monday. Go check it out. Get you some Easy Money and GSR gear. If you're in the Muncie area and you want one of these GWR shirts, we do have some of them in stock. Get a hold of myself, Eric, or Steve, and we can get you one. You can also find GSR Gonzo Sports Room and Easy Money, a sports betting show, on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Don't forget tomorrow's interview with the ladies' man Mike King. There has been a time change. It is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow now. Make sure you tune in for that. Should be a great interview. Also, don't forget Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, live in studio as well. We're going to have Hollywood House, the director Hollywood House. Dude, he's a great dude. Has a successful podcast. He's a successful pro wrestling manager. I like I'm a big fan of what he does. So come listen to his story a little bit on Friday. Want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we will be live on Saturday this weekend with live watch-alongs for the fights. Come join us. Hope to see you guys here in about an hour for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. If not, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show. And don't forget, we will also be live tomorrow on Thursday at 4 p.m. with the ladies' man Mike King live in studio. Want to thank everybody for their support. Tell your friend about us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like buttons. We appreciate all the support. Hope everybody's having a great week. We will see you guys here in an hour for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Everybody have a great day. Peace.
Promise you won't let me go. Put your hands up. Going where they never go. Put your hands up. Promise you won't let me go. Put your hands up. Going where they never go. Put your hands up.